It's an important weekend for the Reds of the present, but also the Reds of the past. This is Joe Morgan weekend. His statue is going to be unveiled at Crossley Terrace on Saturday morning. When Joe went into the Hall of Fame at Cooperstown, they ran a story about his importance to the Big Red Machine, and this is a portion of that story. It starts with the fact that Bob Howsam gave up some pretty good players in the early 70s in order to get Morgan.
The news wasn't greeted in Cincinnati with total optimism. Morgan was known as a good player, but he had a reputation as a troublemaker. When he reported to Tampa in the spring of '72, his attitude is what interested his teammates.
Joe was the type of guy that was moody when he came over. Those guys always on him, riding him, everything else. It went from 2 weeks to a week to 3 days to 1 day to 2 hours, and Joe learned to laugh.
The Reds gave Morgan the chance to open up. The city gave Joe a chance to feel comfortable.
I remember the first time I came here, you walk down the street and people say hello. That doesn't really happen in California or New York or some of the big cities.
In Cincinnati, Joe Morgan, darn good ball player, became Joe Morgan Hall of Famer.
Pound for pound, they used to say about Sugar Ray Robinson, he was the greatest fighter in the game. To me, pound for pound, Joe Morgan is without a doubt one of the greatest players that ever played the game.
He brought speed to the Reds offense, though his stolen base totals probably won't ever bowl you over.
Joe Morgan in a 2-1, 1-1 ball game in the 8th inning, where you, as a hitter, knew he was going to steal, the catcher knew he was going to steal, the coach, the first baseman, the pitcher, and the 50,000 people knew he was going to steal, and he stole the base.
Morgan went on to win a couple of most valuable titles, player titles in the 70s as the Reds won back-to-back world championships. His teammates who shared in those titles will be on the field with him tonight. So it is a huge weekend. Joe Morgan, the Great Eight, Friday Night Frenzy, and I just saw one of the original Boys of Summer, Carl Erskine, on the field. It is a great weekend. Night on Your Side comes back right after this.